Hello, I'm Pete with Atlas MedStaff. Most of you know me with my buddy, Justin. You better superimpose his head right there. Ding. But on this week's daily, or this day's daily, all right, this can be daily number 333. What we wanted to do is we wanted to go over the survival rule of threes. A lot of nurses like to travel back and forth with their vehicles cross country, all right? During these times, you're gonna be going through places like Nebraska, Wyoming, Montana, New Mexico, Arizona, a lot of places where, you know, kind of off the beaten path or off the map, one would say. During those times, you might wanna keep in mind the survival rule of three. The first rule in the rule of three is the human body, and everybody's different. I'm not saying everybody's the same, but everybody's different. The human body can typically last 3 weeks without food, all right? So the first thing is you're driving, car goes off the road, you're in an area that's, you know, you don't see houses for miles, anything like that. First thing that I would do is not worry too much about going out and killing a bear to eat. What I would do is probably just chill for a little bit and, you know, like use your phone and wait. However, if your phone is out of batteries or anything like that, just know from this episode that your body should be able to last at least 3 weeks without food. The second rule of survival is the human body can typically last at least 3 days without water, all right? That's another thing. You're out, you're in the desert, your car just went off the road and, I don't know, somewhere in New Mexico, can't get to it, all right, unless you know how to, you know, dig a well and do all that kind of stuff to get yourself fresh water. You have about 3 days to get it. In this case, I mean, if you're gonna be traveling across country, things like that, you're probably gonna wanna bring some sort of surplus of water with you. The third thing, and this is kind of an up in the air thing, but the third thing is that the human body can survive up to 3 minutes without oxygen. I personally don't think that I can survive 3 minutes without oxygen, but maybe if somebody's there to revive me, that's fine. This kind of scenario, you're in Wyoming, you're driving through, you go off the road, you go to a snowbank, all right? Your exhaust is shoved in that snowbank, you keep the car running, fumes get in the car, boom, you're dead. You have no oxygen, all right? You don't wanna do that, all right? Biggest thing is, if you come into a situation like that, make sure that that's not happening. If you do need to travel across country in a snowstorm, really what you're gonna wanna have is you're gonna wanna have a blanket, at least, and you're gonna wanna have a candle, all right, an emergency candle. The heat off of an emergency candle can keep your body heated for the amount of time that it can last. Some emergency candles can last up to 3 days in a car, in a vehicle, all right? Once again though, is that when you're burning that candle, you're gonna wanna, I mean, not frequently, but every once in a while be cracking windows and things of that nature to let new oxygen come in and all that. You know, when traveling across country and doing, you know, all the traveling that everybody does, you wanna be prepared. So in this Atlas episode, 333, the rules of three, those are your 3 rules, all right? Get it done.